Alright, here we have Crash Dummy, a played Nintendo Switch, courtesy of Funbox Media. So this is a traditional side-scrolling platformer game where you play as a Crash Dummy. It's pretty fun for what it is, although it does have some issues. So I like the way that it really reminds me of like the old school. I say old school, but it's not really that old. Um, the Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, I think it was, on the GBA, kind of plays like that um, in a lot of ways. So you got the buttons you gotta press, you've got security systems you have to sneak past. It definitely does feel a little bit like that game, but obviously it's not. And it does stand on its own 2 feet in that regard. It's a decent game. I do have some issues with it. Primarily the fact that when the dogs attack, they'll almost always hit you without you being able to do much about it. Now you can fire your gun at them. I don't have a gun right now, but you will get a gun that you can fire at them, which will give you a bit of an advantage. But at the same time, you have limited ammo, so you're gonna find that do you want to go up against those dogs with that ammo, or do you want to save it for some of the other enemies? One thing I don't care for is the fact the levels appear to be, well, the levels are much longer than they really should be, in my opinion. Um, they're very long. And as a result, it can be a bit difficult getting from point A to point B. But I mean, you don't mind long levels for a platformer. The game's simply decent and worth picking up, I think. Although, to be completely honest, I'd say maybe wait for a sale. Because there's no co-op. The levels are, like I said, a bit on the long side. There are some issues with combat. Really? Okay, that time it didn't get me. That's cool. But other than that, the game's... Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up, that you're going to find out here in a second, is some of the sound effects are much louder than they really should be. Case in point, this buzzsaw up here. You're going to quickly realize that the sound effects for the saw blades are well above everything else in the entire game. Here we go. There's no reason they need to be that loud. I mean, that's really loud. That is really, really loud, and it drowns out everything else. That's not me doing anything to the video. That's the game, guys. That is this game being this game. I do like the different moves you can do. I do like the fact that, like I said, you have a gun, although I don't have it right now. You have the backflip, which is kind of cool. So I mean, the game does have its moments, and it is a decent game. But the length of the levels does detract from the overall experience, in my opinion, as well as those saw blades are just extremely loud, and they shouldn't be that loud. But other than that, it's a decent game. If you understand what you're getting into, this game seems like a good fit for you. Definitely start picking up. But also, I would consider waiting for a sale. Wait for this to go on sale before you pick it up. I would not pay full price for this game in its current state. So, I do want to thank Funbox Media for the opportunity. This game is a decent game. I'm glad I was able to get the opportunity to check it out. This game it's been on my radar for a while. And I'm glad I was able to go ahead and review it for you guys. They'll do it here. I'll thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and as always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.